Good morning students. Today we are going to see parts of a circle in geometry. Okay, give some examples of circle. What are the examples? CD, wheels. That are some of the examples of circle. Bangle. These are some of the examples. Okay. First let us draw a circle. Okay. This is a circle. What is this point? This point is the center. Okay. What is the center? The fixed point is the center of the circle. That is, this point is center. Next, what we are going to see? We are going to see what is a radius. The point which is marked on the circumference of the circle, and we are joining these two lines. These 2 points. What are the points we are joining? Center and the point which is on the circumference of the circle. That is the radius. Okay. Then what is a chord? Chord is a line segment whose end points lie on the circle. That is a chord. What is that? We are going to mark 2 points on the circumference of the circle. That is, this is one point and this is another point. Mark it as A and, okay, here we have marked as A. So let me mark this as B and C. So if we join that 2 lines, that is a chord. Okay. What is a secant? Secant means a line that cuts the circle in 2 points is called the secant. It is similar to chord, but in a chord, the line it is not a line, it is a line segment. That is, it has end points. But in secant, it goes like this. That is a secant. Okay. Then, what is the diameter? Twice of the radius is the diameter. That is, this is the diameter. This is the diameter. Diameter is the longest chord. Why it is the longest chord? Because this 2 points lie on the circumference of the circle and it is the longest distance in this circle. So it is the longest chord. Okay. We know that radius is equal to diameter divided by 2. Radius is equal to diameter divided by 2. Okay, if the radius is 5 cm, then what will be the diameter? 5 into 2. If the radius is 5 cm, then what will be its diameter? Diameter will be 10 cm. These are all things you have studied in your lower classes. Now, let's see what is a major segment and what is a minor segment. First, let's draw a circle. This is a circle. When you are drawing a circle, you should mark the center point. Now, we are dividing it with a chord. What is a chord? A chord should has 2 points on the circumference. Okay, 2 points, that is A and B. Here, this is the major part. So, this is major segment. This is the smaller part. This portion has only some portion. So, it is the minor segment. So, this is minor segment. Have you all understand this? Okay. Now, let's see what is a concentric circle. Okay, this is the concentric circle. Why it is a concentric circle? Concentric circles has same center. In a concentric circle, minimum there should be 2 circles. Maximum there can be many circles. Okay. Here we have drawn 2 circles with same center. In a concentric circle, here there are 2 circles. Here this is a smaller circle and this is the larger circle. 2 circles also have the same center. That is a concentric circle. Give some examples of concentric circle. Archery target, carom board coin, water ripples are some of the examples. You can also say some more examples. What are they? In a wheel, there will be two layers. So it also have the same center. So this is also an example of concentric circle. Okay. Now let's see what is an congruent circle. What is a congruent circle? Congruent circle. This is, here I have drawn one circle. Here there is another circle. Okay, we have drawn two circles. This is the center of two circles. It has the radius as 5 centimeter, and here also there is the radius of the circle is 5 centimeter. So both the circles has same radius. If both the circles have same radius, what will we say that? They are congruent circles. Okay, say some examples for congruent circles. Wheels. In a car there are 4 wheels. 4 wheels have the same radius. If one or two wheels of a car are bigger or smaller, then what will happen? We cannot sit inside the car in a proper way. It will be in a, we cannot sit there properly. Am I right? So wheels in a car should be in congruent circles. Okay. Next, Olympic ring is a congruent circle. Olympic rings congruent circle. So like this you can also write some more examples. Okay. Now let's see position of a circle with respect to the position of a point with respect to a circle. Okay. Now what we are going to see, position of a point. In a circle we are going to mark the points in 3 different ways. Now this is a circle. What is this? This is the center of the circle. Center of the circle, how will we mark? We will mark it as O. We have marked center of the circle as O. Okay. Then now we are going to mark the point on the circle and outside the circle and inside the circle. In 3 ways we are going to mark a point. First let's mark this point inside the circle. Inside the circle as P. What is this point? This point lies inside the circle. Now we are going to mark another point on the circle. This is on the circle. Now we are going to mark another one point outside the circle. Okay. Have you all understand this? We have marked a point inside the circle, outside the circle and on the circle. Okay. Now we are going to see the distance, that is OP. First condition is if the point lies inside the circle, then what will be the condition? OP will be less than radius. What is a radius? A radius is a points. What are the points? Center point and the circumference of the circle. There will be one point. We have to join both the points. Then that is the radius of a circle. Okay. Now this point lies inside the circle. So what will be the radius? OP less than radius. Okay. Next one is if the point lies on the circle. On the circle means what will we say that? OP on the circle means this distance OP. This is the radius. So OP is equal to radius. Okay. Now third one. if the point lies outside the circle. How I am saying outside the circle? This point is lying outside the circle. Then what will be the? This is the radius. Greater than that, this point lies. So what will we write? OP greater than radius. Okay, that only we have written. Now have you all understand this? First what we have written? If it is inside the circle, OP will be less than radius. If it is greater than, if OP is greater than the radius, then what will we say? The point is outside the circle. If it is on the circle, what will we say? OP is equal to radius. Okay, have you all understood this position of a point with respect to the circle? Okay students, I think today's class is clear for you all. Today we have seen the parts of a circle, that is what is a center, radius, secant and chord, and what is a circumference and major segment, minor segment, what is a concentric circle, congruent circle, etc. everything. So I think you are clear about this class. Today we have seen only the introduction of parts of the circle. Tomorrow let me see some of the theorems and proofs. Okay, thank you children.